Raven and SK? Yeah, let's take a deep breath.
Yeah. He committed a betrayal on that relationship too early for it to recover.
Oh, that is such a good point.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of the Love is Blind Season 3 recap. So basically, today we're talking about successes and failures. We are going to do our predictions on who is going to survive Season 3 of Love is Blind.
Because it's looking a little wild in these streets, to be 100.
Bruh, to be honest with you, these couples, I don't know if we gonna make it. I don't know. I mean, Season 2, spoiler alert, everybody got divorced. But there were a lot of marriages.
But Season 2 was definitely more like, to me, serious daters.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on this season. We haven't yet figured that out. I mean, we only watched the first 4. I'm sure you guys have too. And per the what is it called when they show the upcoming episode?
Oh, like the trailer.
Yeah. It didn't look too hot. What y'all think? Did it look like somebody was not gonna make it? Was they gonna make it? Like, I don't know. This season is kind of everywhere so far.
Yeah, and the waters feel muddy.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I feel like heartbreak for real.
Oh man. I mean, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. All right. Who's our first couple?
Okay. Our first couple is gonna be Brennan and Alexa.
Okay, Brennan and Alexa.
I like them.
Yeah, I like Brennan and Alexa. They're very mature. They're very I don't know, I feel like they're very chill vibes.
Yeah, but I think they're also like authentic.
Yeah.
Like they're being their true selves.
Yeah, to each other. Now in the trailer, in the teaser for the rest of the season, we saw that her family looks like they're very judgmental of him. Like they're very hard on him. And I wonder if, because she said they're, her family is Israeli. Maybe there's culture,
I think they're
problems.
Jewish.
Oh, they're Jewish? Okay. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, you might be right.
Don't quote me.
Right.
I think she's Jewish.
But I do think that either way they have there are some cultural differences that really clash. And that's what I love about the show is you see them if they can have the potential to be together, then in person, and then integrate the family in their life. And it seems like they're going to have a really tough time. But I don't know. I'm going to give my prediction. I think Brennan and Alexa are probably going to last. They're going to get married for sure in the show. And I think, after we get to the recap of that, they're going to make it. I think they'll stay together. They seem like a couple who has stay together power. Yeah,
I think that they're the type of couple that will be okay with them two, but when you start adding external, mindsets and thoughts and feelings, I'm not so sure how that's going to play out, but we'll definitely see. I do think they're going to get married, but I'm not so sure if it's going to last outside the show. We'll just have to see as the season progresses.
Okay, so you have a question mark about outside of the show.
Yeah, but during the show, marriage, 100%. Okay. But outside,
Yeah, you think they're going to say I do, and I do too, but you think maybe it might be rocky outside
of that.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe at the end of the season 3, I'll have a different mindset. But right now, I think that they'll be okay during the show. But listen, we don't know what happened behind closed doors.
That's true. It's a lot that don't get showed, don't get aired.
Yeah.
A lot of mess.
Okay, who do you want to talk about next?
I don't know. I mean, who? Let's talk about...
Let's talk about Coleen and Matt.
Okay, Coleen and Matt. I'm gonna say... I don't know. I think they definitely connected in the pods after her 2 rejections.
I just hear sirens.
Yeah. The building's on fire, bro. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of sexual chemistry between them, or at least from that side.
Yeah.
I feel like he's really in that energy, but I almost feel like they are not a match.
Sexual healing.
Oh shit! No.
And when I get that feeling.
All right, we got to turn this camera off. Yeah, all right. No, I feel like they definitely have sexual chemistry going on.
Yeah. And he makes that very clear.
Yeah, and I think we're going on to I think they're riding off that wave. I think once real life hits them, that's it. Yeah.
I agree because I think that although his sexual attraction is to her, hers is to Cole.
Yeah, right.
So let's talk about it.
Bruh. I mean, I think Cole's her type. And that's the part that's so, you see in the show that like, man, sometimes your physical looks have to be 50-50 with personality. Because if it's all personality, you will have wandering eyes. Like, that's...
Y'all got wandering eyes?
Man, who got wandering eye syndrome? Your boo got wandering eye syndrome? That shit don't feel good. It don't feel good. When your partner's got, so... And I mean, like, hey, you could, some people probably like, ain't nothing wrong with wandering eyes. As long as you come home where it is, I get it.
I can look, but don't touch.
Right.
But you better not look or touch.
All right, y'all heard that.
Anyway, I think Coleen is sweet. I think Matt is sweet. I do think Matt is more into Coleen than Coleen is to Matt. And that's just on period.
Yeah.
I think that we can all see that.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Coleen, yeah. I do believe, I'll make my prediction. I'm going to say they don't make it to the I do's. I think that they're not going to make it to the altar. I think it does tease where like he's saying like, I can't marry, there's no way I can marry a woman like that. But I do think, you didn't see that part? Yeah, he's like, there's no way I can marry a woman like that.
Ooh.
But I don't know if that actually means or not. I do think that like, besides whatever caused him to say that, I don't think that they would make it to the altar. I don't think so. Yeah.
I don't think I have a prediction for them, to be real. Really? Like, I just feel like it's going to go south in a couple weeks just because, I mean, I guess I'm just going off of the first 4 episodes because it's very, very clear. Now, I do remember the scene where they're in the pool and, like, he's going underwater and she's standing in front of him in front of her in her swimsuit. And I'm like,
yeah,
that's not okay for any normal person.
Yeah, right.
I mean, would y'all feel comfortable if your man was looking at some woman and she's, in her swimsuit? Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't know. Jury's out on the court in that one.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like they like Love Is Blind is playing a little bit into these other relationships, like these other connections.
Yeah.
And they're allowing them the space to like flirt and do, So they're not like blocking people off. Like this is like free for all right now.
Yeah, basically.
Which is great for the experiment, but I do think they.
I don't know about those two. Let's move on to Z and Cole.
Okay, Z and Cole.
Absolute no.
You have no faith. I don't think that they're a match, to be honest.
I don't.
Yeah.
She's a very strong personality, and he's a very chill personality.
Yeah.
I think that he can be like a serious person and a good time, and I do think that he is like, at times he shows emotional vulnerability, which is...
Yeah.
But like throughout the first 4 episodes, it was like, okay, when is he going to be serious?
Right, yeah.
And that's like exhausting for me, and I'm just watching from TV.
Right. And she seems like a serious person. Like she's indulgent. That's the thing about it. It's like you might like a fun date or a guy that like you're dating or a girl you're dating that breaks you out of the seriousness that was your relationship. But like jumping into a relationship without seriousness or like, or maturity, it sounds like trouble, especially if you're that person. Like again, Cole and Coleen, they both had that very surface level thing, and it seemed like Cole wanted something deeper. But I don't know if he wanted as deep as Zenab.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I think that she's just mature also.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think she's a very mature person, and I think that for her, she's waiting for like the suave, like, reassuring, like, baby, you're the only one I have eyes for.
Yeah.
And he's like, wanting a joke about zebras and, whatever, turtles and...
Turtles on his socks. For my prediction, guys, I'm going to go with no.
Yeah.
I don't even think that they're going to get not engaged, but I don't think they're going to get married.
Yeah, they're not going to make it to the altar, huh?
What do you think?
I am 100% going to agree with that. Like, they are not going to make it to the altar. I doubt it. Very seriously. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a match.
Moving on. Raven and SK. Yeah, let's take a deep breath.
Yeah. No. Absolutely not. And almost for me, and not like even shitting on Raven, but like he seems like he's about to get his heart crushed.
I mean, soda can crushed.
Because he's a sweet dude. He's a nice guy, and I feel like.
And again, very mature.
Yeah, very mature.
I don't feel mature or immature with Raven, to be honest. I just feel like pretty face, good time.
Yeah.
And I get to pick and choose who I want, when I want, what I want. That's what I get from her. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm sure there's men out there that love that and would run to that. Right. But for SK, I'm feeling like he needs reciprocation.
Yeah.
He needs to know that you think I'm sexy. He needs to feel like you're attracted to me and we're a match. But I don't think that he feels that way. I mean, homegirl was in her robe on top of the covers.
Yeah, he was under, like, what are we doing? You gonna take that off?
And then remember in the bathroom when he was washing his face and he was kind of like giving her the eye, and she was like, "So you're not gonna wash that off your face?" And he was like, "Yeah, I washed it off in the shower." And she was like, "Get in the shower." I'm like, dude,
you were trying to get some love, like you're like, you my fiance. Parlez-vous français?
Okay.
Oui. You're trying to dip in them things, but like she was not with it. She was not with it. Like, and I think
that she's not with nobody, fam.
But that's what I was gonna say. She's like completely, like I feel like emotionally.
I'm about to ask a real sketchy question.
Okay.
So y'all make sure y'all leave the comments below.
Right.
You feel me? Anyway, Raven, do you think she's there to be on the show, or do you think she's there to find love?
I don't know. I don't know. That's actually yeah. Because I mean, she's not like trying to push a brand.
And I only ask that because when you look at the first 4 episodes, I didn't feel any like this with anyone. Yeah. She had it with Bartise until she didn't.
Yeah. She was I think she was open in the pods because even when they were like after he proposed, they showed all those little clips that they didn't actually play into, where they were like sitting together and playing games and kind of being emotionally available to each other, open with each other. So I do think they had at some point a genuine connection that didn't make it to the show. Okay. But I don't know if she has a brand. I do think like, cause I think the real key to knowing that is someone trying to push a brand. You know what I mean? Like,
I just didn't feel that. I mean, maybe I didn't watch it the right way. I don't know. But I didn't see anybody with Raven that I could say, ooh, she's really digging him. I did for like a hot minute with Bartise. And then when homegirl started doing the jumping jacks and shit, I was like, oh, that ain't it. Right. But outside of that, I didn't see her connecting with nobody.
Right.
So that's what brings about the question. You guys let us know what you think in the comments below.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I honestly didn't see her have any razzle dazzle with anybody.
But she was asking for the razzle dazzle.
I'm like, boo boo, you gotta bring the razzle dazzle.
You are the razzle dazzle.
I mean, he the cupcake, you the razzle dazzle. You got to pick up where your partner put it down. You get what I'm saying? Like if you want a little razzle dazzle, I mean, take that robe off, put the music on, give SK a little bouquet. You know what I mean? Let them get a little taste. You know what I mean? Maybe the fire gonna turn up, but
a little bit or something like that. So anyway, the prediction for that is question mark.
Question mark. I'm gonna go with like, man, if she's that emotionally uninvested as a fiance and dating him physically, I think that when it comes to integrating real life, she seems like, to me, she's not going to have the time for it.
Because now it's like, is she attracted to him? And then you guys saw the clip where she's having dinner with his family and she was like,
oh, yeah.
But I ain't going to lie, fam. I don't know if I'm going to either. Anyway, I just don't know. There seems to be multiple challenges. But they also did show a clip of her and like seemed like she was getting emotionally available for him. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll just have to play that one out. So what is your prediction for them?
My prediction is no. Yeah, I'm going to go with a solid prediction. I don't think they're going to make it to the altar at all.
Okay.
Yeah. All I mean, they might, or if they do make it to the altar, he's saying no. He's going to say no, or she's going to say no.
Okay.
That's me.
Nancy and Bartise, what it do?
Bro, we already know that's the fire, that's the heat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure y'all all don't watch our video, other people's videos. Y'all trying to see what the tea is with Bartise and Nancy.
I'm disappointed. And I'm disappointed because I feel like he gave the impression of a mature 25-year-old.
Yeah.
Initially.
Yeah.
And then, like, all the way through, actually. All the way through the pods, I got mature 25-year-old. Right. Which, led me to believe that things were going to be solid. And then when they ended up on the little vacation or whatever, the wandering eye syndrome, was a thing.
Sure.
And then, man, she's a baddie, she's this, she's that. Wait a minute, then go be with that.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was really, really disappointed because I had faith in him as a person.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, and then you were kind of like, baby, he's 25. And I'm like, what does that mean? But I understand it. I really do. So for them, I'm going to say Nancy's going to say no to him.
Yeah. No, I don't think that they'll make it to the altar at all.
That's what I'm saying. You don't think they're going to make it at all?
My prediction for Bartise and Nancy is that relationship is not going to go past where it is.
Do you think that him and Raven are going to hook up?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I think that, and if it's not possible on the show, it's definitely possible after the show. I'm pretty sure when the reunion comes around, we'll hear a little something. Because I think that in his heart, he's still kind of a player. You know what I mean?
It'll be a Shanna and Shane.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
Situation.
A little bit of that. A little bit of I didn't DM him, but I DM'd him.
And then I erased the DM.
And then showed my fiance that I erased DMs. But that's not my business. But I think that for sure with them, I think that you could see in her face that was a betrayal.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I think that as serious as she was about choosing him over Andrew and the reasons why, I think that he completely broke that when he was open. And I will give it to him. He was honest. She didn't have to find this out. And it is an experiment.
But how immature to be that honest at that stage?
But the truth is, I mean, he's probably thinking about it from a point of view of someone who's only known her for 2 weeks. I mean, he proposed to her. Yes, he wanted to be with her. And maybe he felt the pressure of the show. Maybe he had this image of himself. No, he was like,
Nancy's the one. I already know she's the one. And he came in there and broke up with Raven, pretty much.
Yeah.
With for certain. And now that changed because you saw her body?
Yeah. And that's the thing. He's comparing her to his girl. And in the mind of a man.
Make this make sense to me, because I just saw a triangle, right?
Yeah.
Triangle. Raven was not emotionally available when he told about his parents.
Yeah.
And he was not emotionally cognizant when he was telling Nancy how he felt about Raven. So there's no emotional safety between Raven and Bartise anyway.
Right. And that is kind of like Coleen and Cole. It's like when you're that person, and I'm not coming for them, but I'm saying if you want to skim the surface, I think that they let the experiment try to make them something they weren't, go into something deeper because they felt they should. They probably talked to the other people and were like, yeah, you're right. I should be looking for something deeper. And the truth is, one, you can't make yourself deep for somebody you met for 2 weeks. You can't just pretend it happens. You got to want it. Yeah. And I think marriage is people stay married because they want to. The healthy marriages. You stayed with the person because you want to. And if that want isn't there before you put the ring on it, it ain't gonna last. And so that's my prediction. I think that he committed a betrayal on that relationship too early for it to recover.
Oh, that is such a good point. Because I was just thinking, so what are they going to do? Spend the first year of their marriage building trust?
Yeah. That it's just
Because imagine if she's insecure. Because you said that when they were in the tub together that she looked kind of uncomfortable to get close to him. Yeah. Because she wasn't expecting Bartise to be this bodybuilder type of person.
Right.
So you pointed out, you were like, baby, she looks uncomfortable. So imagine how insecure she is right now for him to say that to her.
Right. And especially about the girl who has the fit body. And her man is the fit one. So she's it's not like he liked this other girl because her personality was so great and he's having a hard time. It's no, he's having a hard time because he wants to fuck.
Oof, child.
Bruh. That is a betrayal you can't... I think especially when it comes to women, don't call me gender. I'm not trying to be sexist, but I think when it comes to women, for you to betray a woman like that in that way...
You done.
Yeah, especially a woman who's 7 years older than you or 6 years older than you. And also someone who almost would never date you in real life because she was afraid of the very thing that you did.
But the cold part is she was Nancy told Bartise that when she saw SK, she was like, I'm just happy with what I got. I'm so glad I chose you. She affirmed his ass.
Yeah.
And he did the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Y'all got to come with it. Let us know what you guys think about what we're talking about, because this is wild.
Yeah, like, let's let the comments go right now. Like, tell us, like, your predictions.
Yeah.
But also tell us, like, what do y'all think about that incident? I kind of want to know, like, what's your opinion on, like, him telling her? And I get it. It could go both ways, because I will say that you have to respect someone who tells you the truth about who they are and what they feel. Because now it's on your court and you can make your decision.
I mean, that's true, because he did say, so how do you feel about me being that honest with you? And she looked like she was on the verge of tears.
Right. So, yeah. And
I know me. It's a no for me, sis. No.
It might be a no for her, but like, at least she has, I think that I will give him that. At least she has the information to make an informed decision.
Yeah, I would.
She didn't have to find out after rewatching the show with the ring on her finger. You know what I mean? Like you said, Ayanna.
She was like, oh my God, no, PTSD. Ayanna, did y'all see that on Instagram a couple days ago? She did a TikTok and she was like, oh my God. Y'all know how Ayanna is.
She's wild, too.
Yeah, but it was legit, because that's the first thing I thought about. I was like, oh my God, Nancy's going to watch this back and it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
But when they brought that thing back around, I was like, bruh.
Gotta respect that. So I respect him.
I respect me enough to bounce. You heard?
Yo, Nancy, do what you gotta do, boo. You know what I mean? We about to find out. We about to find out. So
we are holding space for you, honey. We got you.
That's right. And I can't wait for the tea to come out after this season's over. Right. Because I'm sure we're gonna be like, Bartise, what's her name?
Raven.
Raven. What y'all into? What y'all do?
What them DMs looking like?
Bruh. So, tell us your predictions. Tell us if you agree. Tell us the tea you got. Did we miss something? Was a trailer for the next 4 episodes or whatever? Did we miss something? Did we not see? Was there a veil on somebody that obviously they're going to make it to the altar? Fill us in, because we're definitely going to be back when the next episodes come out.
Okay.
To tell y'all what we think.
You guys, make sure you subscribe so you guys can hit the bell notifications and things like that, so you guys can follow us on this journey. That's right. Yeah. Thank you, as always, for following our channel. And hey, man, I mean, check the card up there, man. I'm going to link this to some of our videos, and check out our show, All Love with Lawrence and Keshia. My wife's intuitive reader, so you can come check us out at alllovenetwork.com. Get you a reading. You know what I mean? And we could dig into your tea. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe not. But we gonna do what it do. All right, Period. Thanks, guys.
Peace.